to disable the transcription. Okay.
Okay. So good afternoon. Welcome to this TSC meeting. I'm Carlo Cavazzoni from team. I work in the same group in cloud innovation infrastructure together with Giuseppe Ferraris, and today, as both Giuseppe and Guillaume are not available, I will have the pleasure to chair this session. So I think from the participants on the board, I think we have a representative from Team Orange, Deutsche Telekom, or no, maybe not, from Ericsson, Telefonica.
Nokia also, thanks to you.
Nokia also. So we have, in case we need any voting, we have the quorum.
Indeed.
Is it big enough, the screen that I'm sharing? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
We have the newcomers also, I think. I see Kay Stegnargel, sorry for the pronunciation.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm from Deutsche Telekom.
Okay, great.
Okay. Good to know. I remind, as we are in a Linux Foundation Europe, that we have the policy to follow for this meeting, and the next TSC will be in 2 weeks, the 8th of November.
Just about the roundtable, we also have someone new, I think. Luca Bianchi is from Telecom Italia, maybe.
Oh, Luca Bianchi is from nearby. We met already several times.
Okay.
So.
Great. Welcome on board.
We
also have Ubicube, Gergely from Nokia, Ivan Ramos. Maybe you can.
Yes, hi, very good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ivan Ramos. I am the global head for telco for Canonical. Pleasure being
great.
here.
Welcome.
Welcome. And of course, Susie, Naomi from the Linux Foundation, and a few people from Orange. Okay.
Okay.
And Joe also from Huawei.
Good. I think for newcomer, if you want, but I think you all know the information about the project, but you can find all the resources on the Sylva project on the link that will be part of the minutes of the meeting. For the general news, I think that Gergely will give us some information about the event, the developer event in Budapest in November. Can you?
Exactly, yes. So I just would like to invite the Sylva community to the LFN Developer and Testing Forum, which is a face-to-face event, will be held in Budapest in November. Let me just check the exact date, between November 13 and 16. And there we will discuss topics related to ANUCAT, of course, and all the LFN projects. And as part of that discussion, we will, of course, discuss the CNF conformance programs what we are having in CSCF and in ANUCAT. And as I think these are relevant also for Sylva, I would like to invite you to participate there and be heard in the discussions.
Thank you, Gergely. I don't know if anyone has already plans to participate to this event. or you may think about it.
Yeah, I put the link to the event to the chat of the meeting, and I think you already have the topics collected, posted to the minutes.
Okay.
And of course, also you can still propose topics if you would like to have a session of your own. You can just propose a topic related to any of the elephant projects, or if you would like to have like a specific Sylva project, for example, to introduce Sylva to the DNTF, then you can propose an adjacent networking project talk here. I put that link also to the chat of the meeting.
Yes, thank you for the invitation. It's really important for us to fill the gap between what you are doing at Anuket and what we are doing at Sylva. We will consider the invitation for sure and do our best to attend, but no promise.
Yes, that is okay. Thank you. And sorry, but I will need to leave if there is no other comments or questions to myself.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Gergely.
Thank you. See you.
See you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Yes,
Okay. The next topic is about the governance, and in November we will have an election for the two co-chair of the TSC, and the election process has started, and I think that all the board representatives should have received an email from Naomi with the information about the election. I think that now we are in the phase of proposals for a candidate, and in a couple of weeks, I think it will start the voting process if there will be more than two candidates for the position. All the process should end, I think, during November, and in December we will have the new co-chair for the TSC. I don't know, Naomi, if there is any other information that should be shared during this meeting. We don't hear you, Naomi. Or at least I don't hear you.
Me neither.
no, no.
Okay. So if you fix the problem, then let us know, and we will rediscuss this point. In the meantime, I would move to the work group 1, the cloud stack development, and so I leave the floor to Mathieu.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Carlo. Can you just scroll down a little bit? Okay, so the focus for Sylva is really to tag this v0.3 release. I think, well, we can say that all the features have merged. So concerning the support of full bare metal, concerning the support of an up-to-date version of Kubernetes for both the management cluster and the workload clusters. But the And I will update also the roadmap regarding what we do with Suzy and what Suzy did recently. We can say, based on what has been merged recently, that Suzy Leap is in tech preview in V0.3, thanks to the fact that we can easily build a Suzy Leap image that is compatible with Sylva. Suzy is working on that on their side. We don't have it in our CI yet. This is why we keep it in tech preview for the moment. But it's in good shape, and hopefully we will have it for V1. Maybe you can add a word about that, team or people from Suzy.
Yeah, I mean, the main blocker for the CI integration is basically that we are waiting on a few upstream changes in disk image builder, right? So that is not entirely under our control. So we have the team is working very intensively with the upstream community to get the necessary fixes merged. I think we have identified what needs to be done. It's just a matter of getting the consensus in the upstream community. And as we all know, this can take some time. So I think we are in fairly good shape, and I don't think it will be long after the 0.3 release that we can get this going.
Thank you, Tim. So one of the main features that landed end of previous week is the fact that today we do have the script and the Sylva compatible with for deploying multiple workload clusters with independent life cycles. So thanks to this new way, we will revisit the documentation to tell how to deal with this new way of deploying and managing workload clusters. We need to adapt the CI and the documentation for that. We also have some work to do regarding the adoption of new vector in tech preview for the V0.3. This was one of the target for V0.3. And we also have some blockers issues that we'd like to fix before tagging. So based on that, we will have, I think, to postpone the tagging of this release a little bit, probably not more than 10 days. But we really need to fix those issues before tagging. Otherwise, it would be quite painful to deploy some workload clusters, especially on bare metal. And that's it for me. Just to share with you that we had some discussions with Canonical during the Sylva Workgroup 1 weekly call. And Canonical offered to present some of their solutions that we could potentially use in Sylva. They will do this presentation the 21st of November during the Sylva weekly call, the Sylva Workgroup 1 weekly call. So anyone interested in discussing with Canonical about their technical components, their proposal, how it could potentially integrate Sylva, is more than welcome.
Okay. Thanks, Mathieu. Any question or comments for Workgroup 1? Okay, so before moving to Workgroup 2, I think that now hopefully the audio is fixed for Naomi. If you want to add something about the election.
Yeah, can everyone hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm sorry about that. No, I was just basically reminding everyone of the deadline, which is Friday, November 3rd, to submit your nominations, and that I will be sure to send out reminder emails and everything just so everyone's aware prior to the submissions closing. And then after the submissions close, then I'll kick off the rest of the process. But basically, I'm available on Slack if you have any questions, and also on email.
Okay, thank you, Naomi.
You're so welcome.
So now I would leave the floor to Luis for workgroup 2.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Carlo. Okay, so in workgroup 2, which is the validation center, the validation program, the progress since the last TSC, since 2 weeks ago, is that we completed the wave in the Orange platform. The report is being generated, but it's completed, the validation already successfully. We keep validating in the Telefonica platform the UDM Nokia network function. We are running the functional tests. We are starting in the Orange platform. Once there's room for a new network function, they will start validating the Ericsson signaling controller, CNF. So a new one that we will validate within the next 3 or 4 weeks. And finally, we have added a new network function in the backlog, the 5G subscribe SDM from HP. This one will be validated probably in Telefonica once we've completed the one we are working right now. So that's the status since the last 2 weeks. One more validated, one more starting, and one more in the backlog waiting to start. What we want to do for the next 2 or 3 weeks, completing the Nokia UPF in Telefonica platform, and also completing the deployment of the new platform that we are building in Telefonica. This will allow us to do more validations. And that's all what we have done in the last 2 weeks, and what we plan to do in the weeks ahead. Nothing relevant to share at this point, really. And we don't need to decide anything here, actually. There's no blocking points to decide anything.
Okay, thank you, Luis. Any question or comment for our group 2?
Yeah, maybe I misunderstood, but you are validating the UPF from Nokia at Telefonica, or it's only at Orange?
No, the UDM. This is
The UDM. Okay.
Yeah, it's not properly written. It's the UDM from Telefonica. Yeah, in the next complete validation is the EMS UDM, no UPF. CNF. Yeah, that's. I will change that. The UPF was already validated in Orange. We want to validate something with SRIOV in Telefonica, but we still have to incorporate that feature in the OpenStack. So right now, no. I will change this in a minute. Any other question?
Okay, thank you, Luis, again.
Thank
And I don't think that there are news or regarding both workgroup 3 and workgroup 4. I'm not aware of any on workgroup 4. I think that Nokia is working on the integration of Kepler in their lab, but I don't have any other news about it. So I would move to workgroup 5. I don't know if Andre is in the call. It seems not. So I can just read together with you what he put in the progress. Sylva has been named as one of the 2 most interesting open source project in the cloud in this silver lining info.com. I think it's a very good results. There is the new page of Sylva on LinkedIn. And for the next event, Luis, you are going to present something on Sylva?
Yes, next week. I'm presenting in an event here in Madrid called Cloud Expo, where there people interested in cloud stuff. I will be presenting the Sylva project in general.
Okay, good. And the second ballot is the reason why Guillaume is not here for presenting in this Network X in Paris. There is a call for paper for KubeCon on end of November, and we have to think about it if we can and how we can contribute to it. And the Telco Day or during the KubeCon, I think, is the Telco Day, and we have to confirm, or we received the confirmation. I don't know.
I didn't have any update about the status of this Telco Day, but I think it will happen the day after, the day just before the conference, probably only half a day during the afternoon. And we'd like to take this opportunity of every developers, everyone interested in Sylva to gather for the KubeCon, also for having a kind of Sylva Day, really focusing on Sylva with all the devs, all the people from the validation centers, all the people interested in Sylva, where we will run some presentation regarding Sylva and the future of it. It's under discussion.
Okay. And the other are again linked to the KubeCon. And so I think this is what Andre inserted as next step for the dissemination of results from Sylva.
I also dropped the link for Telco Day. I do believe it's already approved and confirmed because it's on the QCon schedule. So I just dropped that link there.
Okay, good. And the final point is regarding the work group 6, the new group for the synchronization between the TSC and the direct fund board. And we are missing the leader for this work group, and we are asking for anyone who could be interested to propose and I think the best thing is to send the proposal to Giuseppe or Guillaume as co-chair, and the role should be as a synchronizer between the activities on the TSC and on the direct fund board. The direct fund has had a board meeting, first board meeting on the 18th of October. It was the first meeting with no decision on the investment, just a high-level alignment of the objectives.
Do you mind if I speak on that a little bit? Some of the outcomes from that meeting?
You are more than welcome.
Perfect. Okay, so one of the questions that I actually had for this group, and thank you, Luis, because you actually answered it, was how do I get in contact with the working group? So one of the first actions of the board was to determine what the 2024 priorities will be. And they basically came up with a list, but they were also very adamant on ensuring that the working groups were also able to indicate their 2024 priorities as well. I have an email coined ready to send to the leaders, but I just wanted to let you all know that's coming. So basically in the email, it's just letting you know that, the board is looking for your input for your 2024 priorities and linking out to a document where you can drop your priorities there. Right now for the working groups, I have Mathieu for working group 1, Luis for working group 2, Theophile for working group 3. I'm not sure who working group 4 is, and then working group 5 is Andrew, I do believe.
Yes, and for working group 4 is
Sondar.
from Nokia.
So, okay, perfect. So I will make sure to send an email out to you all today, just so you have that. And then also something else that needs to happen from us being a directed fund now is all the working groups, well, 3 of the working groups, we will spin up a board committee that also acts as synchronization between the board and the working groups. And that information is also going to be in that email as well, but just want to let you all know that's coming.
Okay. So you are going to send an email with the request for the priorities for 2024 to the work group leaders.
Yep. And then just so the TSC is aware, just because the working groups are kind of a subset of the TSC, I'll make sure to include that public list as well, that TSC public list, or the private, whichever one you all prefer, when I send it out to the different working group leaders, just so everyone's in the loop. Does that work for everyone?
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think we reached the end of the minutes. Is there any other points that we should discuss today? If not, then I think we can close a bit in advance, but we cover all the topics. So thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you.
Have a
Have a
good
nice
day.
day. Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
everyone. Nice day.
Thank you, bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.